Commodore Crunch, who some think is out to lunch. However, red sky in morning, sailor take warning. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. I hope you get the riff.
Today's lesson is on water. There's water all around us, and it's important to familiarize ourselves with what kinds of water: salt water, fresh water, rainwater, bilge water, drinking water. This here is a H2O sun shower. This makes hot water, good for washing. And this is not new. It's new to us, but it's not new. And to turn this on, you why don't we go into a little bit of chart work here? This is called a chart. This one happens to be waterproof. A chart is what on land is construed as a map. On a vessel, you call it a chart. And this chart is of the local waters of Long Island Sound, where we're located here. And right here you have Riverhead area. Right here you got the Great Peconic Bay, Little Peconic Bay, the Hog Neck, Noyak Bay, Shelter Island Sound, Gardner's Bay, Shelter Island itself, Robbins Island, and all the sewage that goes back and forth at each tide change. Up here's the Long Island Sound. Down here's the Atlantic Ocean. Now, a few points about a chart. There are small indications here. These are channel markers. And assuming that the fellows in the Coast Guard have done their job properly, when you sail by one of these, it should have a number on it. And that number should correlate with that number on your chart. And you know right where you are. Coast Guard's been known to name the same buoy twice, which can get things confusing, but that's not a real problem because we understand how they work. Now, this right here, along the full length of this chart right here, that's called a crease. That's from folding it. This one's got a crease. There's nothing you're going to do about it. Crease is there, so we forget about it. Now, the last thing, but not least, what's important here, you see all these numbers. There are numbers all over this chart. And what these numbers represent are the various speed limits. And, for instance, where it says 1, 2, 3, that's very slow. We stay out of those areas because that must be just for people with very, very slow boats. Those paddle wheelers, people frolicking, swimmers. Swimmers might like this area. Now, you get over here and you can go up to 13 miles an hour. Much better for us. But then on the other hand, you get over here, and here, this is 74 miles an hour up here. That must be just for cigarette boats. This must be the channel going, that's just for the recreational motorboaters. Over here, you got 53 miles an hour. And it's odd, but as you get closer to land, they want you to go slower. I guess because there's more chances of collisions closer to land, just more traffic. So I see they slow you down from 56 miles an hour to 49 to 37 to 21 to 12 miles an hour. And then there are all these little black stars here. I'm not quite sure what those are. They could be horseshoe crabs. However, we'll just leave that alone for now. And quickly cover the points of sail. They include close hauled, which is what we're doing right now. We're as close to the source of the wind as we can possibly get on a port tack. We'll then go to close reach, beam reach, broad reach, and running free. We're adjusting the jib in preparation for a close reach. We'll be heading off the wind. In other words, heading away from the source of the wind slightly, so that she's not as close to the source of the wind as possible, and this increases our speed slightly. It's called a close reach. The wind is coming over the forward quarter of the boat, but not off the side. It's a beam reach. The wind is coming directly over the side of the boat, passing straight through. This is a fast point of sail, but not the fastest. We're now on a broad reach, which is reported to be the fastest point of sail. The wind's light, and so perhaps you'll notice that our speed has not increased. The wind's decreased. However, the broad reach is known to be the fastest point of sail. You don't usually find boats going dead downwind in races. They tack downwind. They stay on broad reaches. It's fast. We're now on what you call running free, or wing and wing. This isn't an especially quick point of sail, but it's pretty. And it means that the wind is coming directly over your stern. It's called running free. You let your sails out all the way as if they were two big pieces of plywood. And it's really kind of relaxing. Spitting into the wind, that could be likened to peeing off the windward rail. This here's the leeward rail. If you need to pee, it's always advisable to do it on the leeward rail. A few words on sunblock. This brand here, and we won't mention any names, is probably one of the best. And as you can well see, it's marked 30. There's 15, there's 45, there's 30. These numbers are reference numbers, and they're there to tell you how many sips you're supposed to take in a day. Well, that's 10. I think I'm going to wait an hour or so. Last time I did all 30 at once, I felt downright ill. We'll just have to change the program. This is a lesson in disembarkation. I'm going to land from the good vessel Eloquence. And you like to be prepared, as you can see. We're ready for any emergency. We've got the water, we've got the juice, and we've got the other things in a waterproof bag here, just in case the worst thing happens. And what you do is you cast off, and you install the oar in the oar lock, and you install this oar in this oar lock, and voila. Start rowing. Rowing's easy. You can row in circles like this. That doesn't get you far. Or you can just start rowing towards shore, which is exactly what I'm going to do. This is a proper rowing technique. Okay. On the water, there's such a thing as there's a dress code. That's ideal. And there's more casual dress code. There's also